Very good morning, all the students of fifth standard. We have started the seventh lesson, and we have studied about the shelter and the seasonal camps. These 2 points nearby. We have seen seventh lesson from shelter to the village settlements. This lesson is the seventh lesson of our history's fifth standard. Page number 30 we have completed. Page number 31 is going on, and on the page number 31, the first paragraph from we will start once again then. So see, shelter, how human being or the nomadic man or the Homo sapiens, how they set up the shelter that we have seen, and later on how they started, how their diet underwent on changing that we have seen. Mammoth were the ancestor of an elephant. Reconstructed picture is given here that the number of the mammoths were also came to be extinct because they were hunted on very large scale. So some of them they became extinct because they hunted, and some of they were extinct because they were unable to be adopt environmental changes. So the mammoth was an ancestor of the elephant. However, he was much bigger in size compared to the elephant. If we compare to the present time elephants, in comparison of the elephants, the mammoths, they were much bigger, much huge. They were much huge in size. On hunting smaller animals like the wild boar, when they went for the hunting. So on the huntings, they were smaller animals. They hunted to the smaller animals like the wild boars. They hunted small animals also. They hunted their boar, deer, mountain goat, and sheep. Such a small animals also they started to hunt. So their diet was also underwent on changing there. The change in diet pattern enabled the group of the Homo sapiens to roam to far away regions. So their diet was changed. The changing diet patterns enabled the group of the Homo sapiens. So this changing diet pattern it enables to the Homo sapiens to roam to far away regions. They started to roam to far away regions from one place to another place. They started to roam in a search of food. That they moved their camps to the different places, and also these people, Homo sapiens, they started to move their camps there. They started to set up their camps from one place to another place. They started to move their camps here to there according to the season wise, atmosphere wise. They started to change. So they move their camps to different places according to the seasonal changes. There they harvested seasonal wild grains, and when they set up their camps in specific any regions according to the season wise, time wise, area wise, they harvested their grains there. What are the seasonal grains? They gather their fruits and the roots. They started to harvest their seasonal wild grains. They started to gather the seasonal fruits from that regions or roots from that regions, and in this way again there was a variations in their diet, changes in their diet. They would find out the best seasons for fishing and use the knowledge to their advantage. And with their traveling, they find out which is the best season for fishing, best area for fishing, best places for the fishing. That they find out with their experiences, with their knowledge, with their skill, and they began to use the knowledge, their knowledge, in a better way. Whatever the advantage of their knowledge was there at the time, that advantage they began to be used in their hunting, in the fishing activities there. So they understood the best fishing grounds also there. By observations, they discovered the best hunting ground. They observed continuously by their observation, by their own experiences. They observe, they find out the best fishing ground for hunting, in which region or the area more fishes were available. That they understood, that they realized, and they found out that they find out with their knowledge, with their skill, and they started to hunt the fishes also. The fishing activity was also carried out on very large scale, on a very large ground. For these regions they stayed in one place. For this reason, what happened? They started to stay in a one place. So here structure reconstructions of the seasonal camps of the Middle Stone Age. We have here one photo or pictures how they set up the seasonal camps near the seashores, near the water sources. So they stayed in one place here, places for the longer period, and they began to be stay in one place for the longer period, because what is there, there was a lot of availability of food grains and fishes for them. So meat was also available for them in a large quantity. Foods were available there. So because of that, they began stable in one place, and they began to live in one place for the longer period of time. They constructed their seasonal camps, or they began to build to set up their huts in that region and the area, and they began to live there. They began to spend their time in the places for more days. So they cleared jungles by felling trees. What if those were the trees? They cut down the trees, and by cutting down the trees, they cleared the jungles, and they made that ground clear, good for the harvesting, for the farmings. Fish, along with the fishing activities, they started to carry out their farming activities there, and they set up their seasonal camps in their clearing. They clearing the grounds also. They cleared the jungles also. By clearing the jungles, they set up their camps. They set up their houses there. They start to do the farmings in that regions. So most of their houses they set up on the bank of on the river bank, wherever the water sources were available in that region or the area. In such a region or the area, they set up their seasonal camps. So here also one picture is we can see here reconstruction of a village settlement or the new Stone Age, how they started to settle, different activities they were doing at the time. Some women's pictures were here. Picture is here. They were cutting grasses there. Some of men were going. Maybe they were going for the farming, for doing the jungles to cut down the trees, fruits, or for the farming. They are hunting for that. Also they were going there, and some of they are building their houses. Women were busy in different household activities. They were making the clay pots, earthen pots. Children were also there. Water sources source was available near their houses only. So different examples are here. Four pictures are here that we can understand their life through these pictures. Okay. So today we'll stop here. When we come tomorrow, then tomorrow we'll come with the next point, village settlement of the same lessons. Okay. Thank you very much. Bye bye.